In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance. The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running. Good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Let's go. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
The give. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and, David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback checking the play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. The score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number one versus number two. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Unleashes one. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll try the right side. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Orji. Looking for space to the left. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've been completely lethargic in this 1st half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. He'll toss it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. Just trucks through it. Open runway ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He's going for a big play downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he makes the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback will audible. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He leaves it with his back. The Buckeyes will move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Steps away to find some room. And the ball's on the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game. Right back to the well. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
He's looking deep and is knocked away. An incomplete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They're going to throw it again. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Feeling some heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Made a defender miss. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a play by that defensive lineman. You could say he was channeling his inner Pollock.
And that's what defensive linemen do. Big, fast, one of the most athletic players on the field, getting in the backfield. Just beautiful.
You know, you could have shown a little humility there and said, "Aw, shucks," or something.
Aw, shucks, or something.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Dropping back, it's Orji. This time he's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Looking to, and the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Wow, that's another big play from this guy. We've seen him now dominate. He's been able to get pressure on the quarterback, and David, he's just been living in the opponent's backfield.
This dude is an animal. A couple of sacks, a couple of tackles for a loss, just putting his imprint on the game. In the pass game, in the run game, you better know where he's at. You might want to think about putting at least 2 guys on him.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would